How to build a profitable one-person AI business, step by step. More and more people want to build an online business using artificial intelligence. But if you look at what's being said on YouTube or TikTok, you'll notice the same pattern. A lot of big promises about passive income, but almost no real processes, no real numbers, and no repeatable systems. In this video, we're going to do it differently. I'll show you step by step how you can build, structure, and scale a one-person business using AI, without a team, without investors, and without an agency. And this is not theory. This is based on workflows that actually work in practice. We'll go through 5 key steps. 1. Find a business idea that solves a real problem. 2. Build your own AI workflow. 3. Generate free traffic and get first sales. 4. Create branding with AI. 5. Scale and optimize using data. By the end, you'll have a clear framework that you can apply immediately, whether you want to sell physical products, digital products, or services. 1. Find a business idea that solves a real problem. Every real business starts with a simple question. Which problem am I solving, and for whom? Right now, with AI everywhere, I see 2 common mistakes. Mistake number 1, people try to sell something they don't personally care about or understand. Mistake number 2, people just copy someone else's idea, hoping to do it cheaper. Both approaches usually fail. Why? Because customers don't just buy the product, they buy trust. They look at reviews, ratings, and social proof. If 2 shops sell the same t-shirt and one has 300 positive reviews and the other is brand new with 0 reviews, where do you think people will buy? Exactly, which means if you're just getting started, your advantage is not "I'm cheaper." Your advantage is uniqueness. Here's a simple example. An AI-assisted print-on-demand shop on Etsy. Here's how it works. You use AI tools to generate designs. You put those designs on products like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, tote bags, and you sell them on Etsy. The printing and shipping are handled automatically by a print-on-demand service like Printify. So you don't need inventory, you don't deal with packaging, and you don't go to the post office. But here's the real opportunity, the niche. If you just upload a generic funny dog dad shirt, you're competing with thousands of other listings. But if you go extremely specific, for example, funny shirts just for husky owners or French bulldog owners, suddenly you're speaking to a small but passionate audience that feels personally targeted. That is what we call a micro niche. And micro niches are where one-person businesses win. So, how do you find these gaps? Most people ask ChatGPT, "Give me 10 business ideas." The problem is, those ideas are usually generic, overused, and already on YouTube. A better approach is to flip the script. Tell ChatGPT something like, "Ask me 10 questions that help me identify problems from my own life that currently don't have a good solution." That forces you to think about real frustration points. Products you wish existed but can't find. Information you need, but it's too complicated to get. Topics you care about, but existing explanations are boring or low quality. That's where real opportunity is. On top of that, you can use tools like Answer the Public, Google Trends, or Exploding Topics. These tools help you spot demand that's growing in areas where the supply is still weak. What you're looking for is not the next Amazon. What you're looking for is something very focused, like the best easy-to-understand kids book explaining artificial intelligence to 8-year-olds, a gift shop for husky owners only, a Pinterest account focused only on minimalist interior ideas for small rented apartments, not giant luxury houses. Those sound small, but small and specific is exactly where people are willing to spend money, because they finally feel understood. 2. Build a custom AI workflow. The idea matters, but in reality, what decides whether you make money is execution speed, and that's where AI becomes your main advantage. A workflow just means a repeatable set of steps and tools that takes you from idea to finished product to something you can sell. Let's go back to the print-on-demand example. Your workflow could look like this. 1. ChatGPT generates slogan ideas, taglines, and short phrases for the shirt. For example, "My husky is my cardio." 2. Midjourney, or another AI image generator, creates the illustration, mascot, or graphic. 3. Canva combines text plus image into a final design that's print-ready. 4. Printify places that design on physical products and automatically handles printing, packing, and shipping when orders come in. And here's the important mindset shift. You're not using random AI tools for fun. You're building a system that produces products you can sell over and over again. This exact logic also works for digital products. For example, imagine you want to create a children's book that explains AI in simple language. Your workflow could be ChatGPT generates the outline, story structure, dialogues between the characters, and the educational messaging. Perplexity.ai checks facts and gives you up-to-date information so your content is accurate. Canva or Bookbolt creates the book layout and cover. Amazon KDP publishes your book as an ebook and paperback, on demand, with no minimum order. Notice what's happening here. You are replacing an entire team. Writer, illustrator, layout designer, self-publishing coach, with a set of coordinated AI steps. That's why documenting your prompts is so important. If you've created a great prompt for slogans like, create 20 funny, family-friendly Husky owner slogans under 6 words, save it. If you've created the perfect prompt for, explain artificial intelligence to an 8-year-old as a friendly robot, save it. Those prompts become your internal assets. That's your edge over everyone who starts from scratch every time. Dre, generate free traffic without ads. Hier kommt der nächste große Irrtum. A lot of beginners think, I'll just run ads. But paid ads are risky, especially when you're still testing your offer. A smarter starting point is, use platforms that already have huge traffic and let their algorithm send attention your way. Here are some examples. Etsy, great for physical products and print on demand. Amazon KDP, ideal for books, journals, planners, workbooks. YouTube/TikTok/Instagram Reels, great for tutorials, reviews, behind-the-scenes content. Pinterest, strong for visual niches like home decor, fashion, organization, gifts. All of these platforms are algorithm-driven. That means you don't need followers. You just need content that the algorithm thinks is relevant. Your job is to make that decision easy for the algorithm. A simple 4-step system looks like this. 1. Use Perplexity.ai to research which keywords, angles, and topics are currently getting the most attention in your niche. 2. Feed those findings into ChatGPT and say, write me SEO-optimized product titles, descriptions, and tags using these terms. 3. Paste that text into Claude and say, rewrite this so it sounds natural, friendly, and human, not like AI. 4. Upload to the platform you're targeting, Etsy, Amazon, YouTube, etc. Warum machen wir das so? Because every platform looks at certain relevance signals like click-through rate, do people click your listing, share video, watch time or time on page, do they stay and engage, conversion rate, do they actually buy after clicking? If you can improve those 3 numbers, the algorithm will show your content to more people for free. Let's take Etsy as an example. Etsy looks at how well your keywords match what buyers are searching, how good your product images are, how often views turn into purchases, early sales and reviews. That means your first listings are extremely important. Good optimization at the beginning can get you into a positive loop. Good listing gets shown, first sales, first reviews, more trust gets knocked after gezeigt, mehr sales. And AI helps you build that loop faster because it's giving you better product positioning, better language, and more professional visuals from day one. 4. Branding with AI, the most underrated growth lever. Branding is often seen as a nice-to-have, something you do later when it's serious. In reality, branding is one of the biggest trust signals you have as a small business. When someone lands on your Etsy page or sees your YouTube channel or opens your Instagram profile, they decide within seconds, is this legit? The good news? You don't need a design agency to look legit anymore. The single most useful tool for solo founders right now is Canva. Here's why. Canva gives you ready-made templates for shop banners, YouTube channel art, Etsy shop headers, thumbnails, product images, social media posts, and more. It suggests color palettes and font pairings that already look consistent and professional. You can generate variations fast and test what works. Dann kommt die Frage nach dem Markennamen. Here you can use ChatGPT or Claude very effectively. For example, give me 15 short, memorable brand names for a pet-themed gift shop. Tone: fun, warm, family-friendly. Avoid trademark names. You can also ask, write 10 short taglines for my Etsy shop banner. The target buyer is dog owners looking for funny gift ideas. This gives you not only a name, but also messaging. For visuals, you have two good options: Midjourney, high quality, but paid; Leonardo.ai, strong results with daily free credits. You can generate mascots, icons, illustrated characters, product mockups, etc. Then you take that into Canva, clean up the background, adjust colors, and you instantly have brandable assets. And that's the real point. Your goal is consistency. If your banner, your logo, your thumbnails, and your product images all feel like they belong together, people perceive you as a real brand, not as some random dropshipper or side hustle. That increases conversion rates. That increases repeat purchases. That increases average order value. 5. Scaling and increasing profit. With AI, let's say you're getting your first sales. Great. Now comes the point where most people stop too early. They keep making stuff, but they don't actually run the business strategically. Here's where AI becomes more than a content machine. It becomes a decision maker. One powerful approach is to treat AI like your digital CFO, your virtual head of strategy. Tools like Zebra AI can take your sales data, ad costs, and analytics and turn them into clear dashboards. That lets you answer questions like, which product is actually making me the most profit per sale? Which product gets clicks but rarely converts? When are my sales peaking during the year? Which audience is most valuable? You can then feed those findings into ChatGPT using the Thinky style analysis mode and ask, based on this data, tell me the 3 actions that would most improve my conversion rate next quarter. Explain why, and what you get back is basically a management report. Which listings to rewrite? Which bundles to test? Which products to push earlier for seasonal demand? For example, holiday gifts in October instead of late November. If you want to internalize those insights even faster, you can use Notebook LM. It can convert your reports and notes into mind maps, simplified summaries, or even audio briefings you can listen to like a podcast while cooking. That means you're not guessing. You're making data-driven decisions, even as a one-person business. And that is the difference between a side hustle that sometimes sells and a lean, profitable micro-business. Risks and realistic expectations. Now, it's important to be honest. AI is powerful, but it's not magic. Here are 4 things you should understand before you start. 1. There is a learning curve. Every tool works differently. Midjourney prompts are not the same as Canva edits. Perplexity doesn't behave like ChatGPT. You'll need time to experiment. 2. Legal and IP issues matter. You cannot build a business around slightly modified versions of protected characters, logos, or brands. Stay away from anything that is obviously referencing Disney, Marvel, major sports teams, etc. Keep it original. 3. Markets get crowded. The more mainstream a model becomes, the more copycats it attracts. That's why going niche is critical. Not dog lovers. Husky owners who run, not home decor. Minimalist rental apartment decor under €100, not productivity journal. Daily planner for single moms working full-time. Specific wins. 4. Timeline. AI is not a get-rich-tomorrow button. AI is a force multiplier. It lets you do the work of multiple roles much faster, but you still have to build, test, and improve. If you accept that, AI stops being hype and becomes a serious tool for financial independence. Final thoughts. Here's the reality. AI has made it possible for a single person to run what looks, from the outside, like a complete company. You can research demand, create products, design visuals, build a brand, publish content, attract traffic, fulfill orders, and analyze performance, largely on your own. The 5 key steps are: 1. Find a real market gap instead of copying. 2. Build a repeatable AI workflow. 3. Use platforms with built-in reach to get free traffic. 4. Create trustworthy branding. With AI. 5. Use data and AI to scale like a CFO. The important part is this: AI doesn't replace your creativity, it amplifies it. If you're willing to learn, test, and iterate, you can build a lean, profitable, AI-driven business as a single person and scale it over time. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you got value from it, give it a thumbs up. That helps more people find this topic. And if you want more content on online business, making money with AI, investing strategies, and financial products explained in plain English, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.